There are a lot of habits on self improvement that I used to hate when I first got self improvement, like journaling, stretching, meditation, even. And I didn't enjoy doing them. It wasn't that not only that I was lazy, but I also just didn't enjoy doing them. And it can be a true struggle when you don't have any fun doing certain habits that you know you need to do. Like stretching is very important for every human being on this planet. Stretching, extremely important for every one of us. It's extremely important for posture, health, bone health, muscle health. You should not injure yourself like a dumbass. Stretching is so important, but a lot of people just hate it. And I used to hate it like crazy. But I still managed to be able to stretch every day for months and months and months and months on end. And recently, I kind of slacked off. I told you in many videos in the past that I recently, not so long ago, I started to slip up on my self improvement journey. So recently, I kind of slacked off when it comes to stretching. But the last 2 days, I started stretching again. It wasn't a struggle for me because I've kind of learned to love certain habits that I didn't love in the past. Because often with difficult things like this, it's not necessarily that you don't like those habits. It's just that you don't necessarily have good enough mental health to do it, that you don't necessarily that the dopamine might be pretty low and you might be not might just be very undisciplined right now. So lot of different factors might play a role there. And very often it's also that you just don't know the habit. You just don't know how it feels to do it for a long time. So you're kind of scared of the unknown. In this video, I just want to give you a quick 4-step process to start loving difficult habits. This process is not to like, I don't want you to see it as, oh yeah, every time I hate a habit, I should do this process. I think when you're someone that you truly enjoy it, you need to kind of still find something that you love. So when it comes to a sport, to finding a sport, I think everyone has sports that they truly love themselves. If you do truly do strength training and you truly hate it, like you do it for months and you still don't enjoy it, find something else. Maybe you might see that you enjoy CrossFit more, or you enjoy this more, this more, this more, this more. But when it comes to all the difficult things, especially like sports, if you've been undisciplined for most of your life, if you've been living a very comfortable life, in the beginning, the thing that you will probably hate is not necessarily the sport itself, but just the difficulty, the burn in your muscles, your heartbeat going super high because you're still tired. Lactate just building up in your muscles and your bones. It's probably that you hate because you're not used to it. And I used to hate it a lot. I used to hate the burn in the gym. Now I kind of like. Not, I don't always love it. More sometimes it's very uncomfortable with it. I kind of love that burn, you know. I kind of love that feeling of my muscles burning and hurting. Kind of love that feeling of pushing myself in the last rep of every set. But in the beginning, it wasn't like this. So here, I want to share with you like a 4-step process to start loving difficult habits. And like I said, don't introduce to just random habits. You just start doing them because on certain things you probably just don't enjoy. You don't just find fun. There are certain things just that you don't enjoy the difficulty. So habits like stretching that you know you have to do, like stretching, I think everyone should do at least a little bit of. So I stretch just for 5 minutes a day. I just have a 5 minute long stretching routine. I think everyone should do at least 5 minutes of stretching every day. It's so important in my opinion, but a lot of people hate it. So here was my forces process to start loving difficult habits. The first step is start small. So when I started stretching, I did like one stretch and I held it for like 15 seconds. 15 seconds and then I stopped. Habits like stretching. Stretching, I don't know if you know, but if you heard about this, but stretching, you actually don't need to do it like a lot to make progress. Stretching, you need to make pretty good progress is going to come stretching, like really good progress when it comes to stretching. You just need to do it consistently. but you just need to hold the stretches for like literally 30 seconds, each stretch for 30 seconds. It's a perfect amount of time for each stretch. Some other stretches are it's actually better to hold them for longer, but for most stretches, especially those that directly hit your muscles, just your muscles, hold them for 30 seconds is the perfect amount of time. But in general, the reason why you might be loving it, hating it, like I said in the past, might just be that you're scared of the unknown. You don't know how it feels to go for like a 10 kilo. Imagine a beginner at running just goes for his first run, it's a 10 kilometer run. He will literally shit himself beforehand because he doesn't know how it feels at all. So for me, when I went on my first long run, my longest run right now is not that far. 16 kilometers was my longest run. It wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't that difficult. But beforehand, I was scared because I'd never done something like that. My father's run before that was 10 kilometers. So I was literally shitting myself beforehand. I was scared because I'd never run 10 miles or 16 kilometers ever in my life. So I was scared of the unknown. And that's probably the mistake a lot of people make. Instead of, they set the bar to success too high. And they start super, super, super high. And that's what they did. They do the habit once and then they stopped. They stopped with it completely. So you think, okay, to be a success, I need to journal for 1 hour every day. No. Why not literally journal for 2 minutes a day? And then do a little bit more of the time. Why not just work out for literally 15 minutes a day? And then do more. Why not just go for 1 kilometer run? The first run I went on was literally a 2.2 kilometer run. And then I started just spamming 2 and 1 kilometer runs. Now I run like an average 65 kilometers a week. I run like 10Ks without like on a regular basis. I run like 10Ks, 8Ks, 5 times a week. And my long run is all 16 kilometers. So I progressively overloaded it. I started small, and in the beginning, because I was small, I didn't have this fear of the unknown anymore because I knew, okay, yeah, 1 kilometer, I can probably do that. So it doesn't seem that difficult. So find somewhere here you can set the bar that doesn't seem that scary. That seems like, yeah, you probably can assume how it feels. It doesn't seem that scary, and start there and then do a little bit more. And so it can be done with every habit. And it goes to meditation. You can start with literally just 1 minute of meditation a day or 30 seconds. Set the bar out low because at the beginning, the focus shouldn't be on making progress in that habit, but the focus should be on progressing your consistency. Be more consistent. So it's actually way better to meditate for literally 30 seconds every single day than this meditate for 20 minutes but once a week. It's a lot better. You need to be consistent. And then the second tip is link it with something pleasant. So yesterday, I what I did yesterday is while I was stretching, I literally had my earphone, my AirPods on, and I just listened to music while stretching. I listened to two songs that I really liked recently, and it was really fun. It was really cool. But I don't always listen to music while stretching. In the past, I used to always. It's just that yesterday I really want to listen to some songs, but in the beginning, when it comes, it doesn't work with every single habit. Like meditation, you shouldn't listen to music while meditating. When you're doing deep work, you shouldn't listen to music while doing deep work. But when it comes to some habits like maybe working out, maybe journaling, maybe stretching, you could listen to music in the beginning. I wouldn't recommend you always start relying on music or anything. I like when I do my strength training workouts, I mostly used to listen to music. When I go on my runs, I never listen to music. But when I do my strength training workouts, recently I'll almost always listen to music. And I'm thinking, I'm just like I'm contemplating if it's actually a good idea to always listen to music while doing a certain habit. I'm not sure if it is. It doesn't seem like so positive as because music it seems so harmless. But yeah, I think it might not be a good idea to always listen to music while doing my strength training. So maybe I'll stop doing that. I might stop doing that. But in the beginning, I think it can be of great help to just listen to your favorite songs, some nice songs while you're doing something that you hate. You will automatically do make it better. Automatically. You just put your earphones on or just take a loudspeaker and just start listening to music while you're journaling or reading or something like that. The third step is progressively overload. I talked about it before, but I said start small, but you don't want to stay at that small level, small bar to success forever. So you don't want to just meditate for 30 seconds a day forever. At some point, you want to do more. So basically, you just over time just do when you start to feel very comfortable at meditating for 30 seconds a day, it will start to feel very easy. Just do a little bit more. Just go to 2 minutes or five or three or five. And then when you get comfortable with three, five, you get really comfortable with it. Do more, do more, do more, do more, do more. Until you get to a level where you meditate for 20 minutes. So I used to do one stretch. When it came to stretching, I used to do one stretch for like usually 15 seconds. And then I went to like three stretches. And I went to four, five, six, seven, eight. And I still held them for 15 seconds. And then I started to just hold all my 9 stretches for like 15 seconds. So it's like now 30 seconds. So now my stretching routine is like 5.5 minutes or 5 minutes and 45 seconds. And I've become pretty down flexible. And now I kind of enjoy stretching. I do enjoy stretching now. So it's probably stretching was probably one of those habits where I just didn't enjoy that weird feeling of feeling your muscles being stretched. It's like kind of uncomfortable. I think it's such an important habit. So just do a little bit more. Progressively overload it as you get comfortable. Every time you feel a little bit comfortable, like you're really comfortable with the amount of time that you're doing it, with the level you're at right now, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more. Until you get to that level where you're like, okay, I'm doing it, I'm working pretty hard here. And then the last step, and probably the most important one, is dopamine detox. The reason why most people don't enjoy habits like working out, habits like just meditating, sitting there meditating, why they're not able to like literally just sit there and think for why they constantly need to be stimulated, why they struggle to read. It's because nowadays everyone is wasting and spending so much time on social media, constantly like getting a giant dopamine boost every day to the point where the dopamine levels are super low. They don't enjoy the small things in life anymore. How are you gonna enjoy like reading or working out, something that's so natural, when you spend like hours and hours every day playing video games that's super stimulating to your brain, when you're doing some things or seeing some 1,000 different pictures of people going there and there and there and there and there on social media, watching some super edited, super addictive videos on YouTube, when you're watching 1,000 new movies every day. When you do that, you never truly enjoy the good habits. You won't find yourself enjoying doing deep work. If I was still trying to watch movies, play video games, watch pop BS on YouTube, I wouldn't be enjoying my deep work session. I wouldn't be enjoying recording these videos. And when I say I don't want people to misunderstand this. When I say enjoy something, it doesn't mean that thing doesn't require discipline anymore. This morning, it took some mental effort to get myself to sit down and actually start working. I first woke up and like took a cold shower, which felt very very cold and uncomfortable. And then sitting down and turning the camera on, I didn't feel like doing it. But still, in the middle of it, I enjoy it. So even if you follow the steps I told you before, it will still require discipline to start doing that habit. I think a lot of people confuse enjoy something and that thing being like literally effortless. Because if you're working hard enough, it still require discipline. If you constantly outside of your comfort zone, it will require discipline. But when you actually are someone that's on a deep dopamine detox, that's not constantly frying his dopamine receptors, that's not constantly frying his brain, that's not constantly stimulating himself with like new things, new videos, new movies, new video games, and you do that for 8, 10 hours a day. If you stop doing that and you replace those habits with more natural things, working out, going on a walk, talking with your family, eating healthy, working hard on the business at your work, reading, that's when you start enjoying, like you start loving those habits, and those habits become like the epitome of your day. Because to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, all those habits, video games, watching BS super edited videos on YouTube, watching movies, they are more stimulating than the self-improvement habits, of course. They are a lot more stimulating, and I could say more fun to a certain level, but they don't make you happier. Because those habits, because they're so stimulating, doing them, when you do them for long enough, you start hating them, you just don't enjoy them anymore. Because over time, you need a high and higher and higher and higher stimulus to have fun. And then you find yourself being hooked and watching random YouTube videos or playing random video games you're not enjoying it at all. And you're still hooked to it, even though you don't enjoy it anymore. So consider dopamine detox. And when I say dopamine detox, I don't mean the 1 week dopamine detox. Oh yeah, I stopped using my phone and eating sugar for 1 week. No. What I mean with dopamine detox, I mean the lifestyle. Living like this. Dopamine detox is not like a 1 week thing, because the 1 week thing and like 1 day thing, it seems very fun. It seems very attractive, very sexy to say, oh yeah, I didn't use my phone for 1 week. Oh yeah, I didn't, I just sat there for 1 week and did nothing. It seems very sexy and very attractive, but it doesn't work. What truly works, I know it doesn't work because I tried it. I did spend 1 week just not using my phone and avoiding sugar and everything. It doesn't work. Because the next week you just go back to your bad habits. But what truly works is seeing dopamine detox as a lifestyle and living like this. Saying, okay, for the rest of my life, I'm gonna do my best to spend as little time on those dopamine spiking activities. So mostly those activities are technology, drugs, avoid drugs at all costs. I never took drugs and I never will. Alcohol, junk food, and social media, video games, Netflix, things like that. And you just minimize them or just avoid them completely. Right now, the only device I still had for the last few months was YouTube. I still spent a lot of time watching BS on YouTube. But even that I'm becoming better at it. I'm spending less and less time on it. So for the last 2 days, I haven't watched BS on YouTube for the last 2 days, which I'm pretty proud of, because a long time ago it would have seemed impossible to do something like this. And because of the last 2 days I haven't used YouTube at all, I feel so much enjoyment doing the little things in life. And I feel so much more present. And I wonder how I will feel in 2 months if I keep at it. But don't go. But I will make a video about dopamine detox a little bit later on. I will record it today even. After this one, I'll record that one about dopamine detox. But stop frying your brain. Stop frying your dopamine receptors. Stop constantly chase stimulation. Start living a more natural life. And yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you got value from it. If you're interested in my discipline package, where I teach you things I teach in my video in a lot more details, then click the first link in the description so we can see if you're good fit forward. downward influence comfort, chase it.